Most people believe that getting older means becoming weaker, slower, and always feeling tired. But let me tell you something. It doesn't have to be like that. Age is just a number, and how you feel depends on how you live. I'm 87 years old, and every single day, I wake up feeling strong, light, and full of life. This isn't because I'm lucky or special. It's because I follow a few simple habits that anyone at any age can start doing. In this video, I'm going to share those 3 easy habits with you. And trust me, habit number 2 might really surprise you. It's something hardly anyone talks about, but it made a huge difference in my life. I can't wait for you to hear it and maybe even try it for yourself. You'll see how small changes can lead to big results, no matter how old you are. Before we jump in, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel so you never miss helpful and inspiring content like this. I'd also love to hear from you. How old are you right now? And how do you feel these days? Drop your answer in the comments below because I'll be reading them and replying too. Let's get started. Number 1, I wake up with one happy thought. Every morning, when I open my eyes, I make sure to welcome the day with one simple, happy thought. It doesn't have to be anything big or dramatic. Sometimes it's just the soft glow of sunlight spilling through my curtains, or the sound of birds chatting outside my window. Other days, it's the thought of my favorite breakfast waiting in the kitchen, or the quiet promise of a peaceful walk later. No matter what it is, this one thought becomes the first thing my mind reaches for before the rush of the world can creep in. There's something magical about the very first moment when you wake up. Your mind is quiet, your heart is still, and everything feels new. It's like holding a blank canvas in your hands. In that fragile second, the thought you choose matters more than you realize. If you let a worry or a complaint slip in, it quickly colors the rest of your morning, making everything feel heavier than it needs to be. But if you gently place a light, happy thought there instead, it lifts you, giving you a sense of calm before the day even begins. I started doing this without really planning to. One morning, instead of groaning about how early it was or thinking about the pile of things I had to do, I focused on how good my pillow felt against my cheek. It made me smile, just a small, quiet smile to myself. And that tiny spark shifted something inside me. The rest of my morning felt lighter. Even the little annoyances didn't bother me as much. It felt like I was carrying a secret glow with me, tucked away where no one else could see. Since then, I've made it a quiet habit. It doesn't matter what kind of day I have ahead. Even on the tough ones, there's always one thing, one memory, one sound, one thought that can gently tug me towards a better place. It's never about forcing fake positivity or pretending everything's perfect. It's about choosing a single, honest, good thing to hold on to for a moment. And surprisingly, that moment is powerful enough to shape the hours that follow. I believe mornings hold a kind of silent power over us. The way we meet them shapes how we walk through the rest of the day. So now I give those first seconds the care they deserve. I welcome them with a thought that warms me, something simple and real. And in return, those mornings have quietly started to change me. It's not a loud or obvious change, but it's there, in the way my heart feels lighter and the world feels a little kinder, just because I chose a gentle thought before anything else. Number 2, I keep my body moving in small ways. There's something I've learned about the body. It was never meant to stay still, not for too long. I'm not the type to run marathons or lift heavy weights in the gym, but I've made it a quiet rule to keep myself moving in little ways throughout the day. It's like feeding the body tiny sparks of life. A small stretch here, a gentle roll of the shoulders there, or a tilt of the head to ease the neck. These aren't grand actions, but they're enough to remind my body that it's alive and meant to move. When I walk, I let my arms swing naturally, feeling the soft pull of gravity as they move back and forth. It might seem like nothing, but these simple gestures wake up muscles we forget about. I've noticed how easy it is for people to grow stiff, locked up inside their own bodies as the years go by. The world teaches us to sit still, at desks, on couches, in cars, and little by little, that stillness settles in our joints, in our bones, in our energy. That's when discomfort creeps in, when movements that once felt easy start to feel like effort. Even when I'm sitting, I find ways to keep my body from falling asleep. A subtle tap of the foot under the table, or a slow circle of my wrist while reading. It's not about exercise. It's about staying connected. These small acts keep the blood flowing, the muscles warm, and the spirit quietly alert. I've learned that movement doesn't always have to be loud to matter. Sometimes it's the gentle, unnoticed things that hold everything together. There are moments when I simply stand up and sit back down, repeating the motion without thinking much of it. What started as a restless habit turned into a small ritual of care. It's easy to underestimate how something so simple can push back against the heavy pull of fatigue or the quiet ache of stillness. Each rise and fall, though modest, sends a message to the body. I'm still here, still moving, still alive. What I've realized is that aging isn't just about numbers. It's about motion. When people stop moving, their bodies begin to lock up, their energy fades, and the world feels heavier. But these tiny, seemingly insignificant movements keep life pulsing through us. No one sees them. No one applauds them. Yet they matter. In their own quiet way, they hold back the weight of time. Number 3, I stay curious every single day. Every day when I wake up, there's this quiet little voice inside me that wants to discover something new. It isn't loud, but it's always there, nudging me to ask questions, look around, and notice the small things that others might miss. That voice, I've learned, is curiosity, and it's one of the most valuable things I've carried with me through life. It's not about chasing big mysteries or solving complicated problems. Sometimes it's as simple as wondering why the sky looks a little different today, or what life is like for people in a country I've never been to. I've noticed that whenever I let myself explore, even in tiny ways, I feel lighter. The world feels fresh, even on an ordinary day. I might stumble across a strange fact about a deep-sea creature, or learn a new word in a language I've never spoken. I might come across a recipe from a culture I've never tasted and imagine what it would be like to cook it. These moments don't just entertain me. They remind me how much of life is still out there, waiting. It makes my mind feel awake, alive, and strangely young, no matter what the mirror says. There's something deeply comforting about realizing that you don't have to be a child to feel wonder. People often think growing older means settling down and sticking to what you know. But I believe that the moment you stop learning, something inside you grows dull. It's not your age that tires you out. It's losing that hunger to know, to ask, and to feel surprised. And I've found that curiosity doesn't just feed the mind, it lightens the heart. It lifts the weight of routine and turns even a regular moment into something interesting. I remember one evening, randomly watching a documentary about ancient cities buried under the ocean. I had no reason to pick it, but something about it caught my eye. By the end, my mind was racing with ideas, questions, and wonder about what else lies hidden in this world. It was a tiny decision, barely a moment, but it added color to a dull evening and left me smiling in a way I couldn't explain. These little surprises have become treasures to me, simple but powerful reminders that curiosity makes life richer. So I stay curious. Not because someone told me to, but because I've seen how it changes the way I feel inside. It keeps my thoughts moving, keeps my days interesting, and makes me appreciate the endless variety of life. Curiosity is like a secret doorway in the mind, one you can open anytime, anywhere. And every time you walk through it, you carry back a little piece of youth, a little spark of joy, and a reminder that there's always more to see. Many people think aging means slowly losing energy and joy, but that's not really true. The problem isn't getting older. It's forgetting the small, simple things that make life feel good. It's not about how many years you've lived, but about how you think and what you do. People don't lose their spark because of age. They grow older inside when they stop doing what makes them feel alive. You don't need fancy plans or expensive products to feel better. It starts in the small moments, like in the morning before the world gets busy. A single happy thought, a memory, or something to look forward to can lift your mood and change your day. Moving your body, even just stretching or walking, helps you feel active and alive. It's not about hard workouts. It's about reminding yourself that you're still here, still in control of your story. Lastly, staying curious is key. Life only feels small when you stop exploring. Ask questions, read new things, and listen to people with different ideas. Curiosity keeps your mind young and your heart open. When you stay curious, even simple days can feel exciting again. Start with these little steps and you'll notice changes, not in months, but in days. You'll feel proud you chose to wake up and keep growing.